Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos since update. They rejected my son. They said he didn't belong to them. It's Okonkwo saying, oh yes, talking about the Igbo community. Yes, it's Okonkwo who said he is the director of Danib in Tamiya Islamic Home School. Made a strong statements saying Ndigbo rejected his son Muhammad. Yes, Isa. Saying, Isa, you didn't belong to us. You are Muslim. That's what this man is saying. Oh yes, according to him, he said, Igbo Muslims experience structural marginalization and a lack of acceptance. Say in many spheres of society, say this creates a conflicting sense of identity and belonging. Oh yes. Say they don't know where they belong now, whether they belong to the Igbo or to the Northerner, to the Hausa or the Muslim or the Christian. Say they are confused now. They don't know where they belong now. Say Igbos rejecting them. They don't know where they belong. Oh yes. So he said this is a personal story of prejudice in which Isa Muhammad, his child, was turned away from school because others thought his name was not Igbo. So this underlined that this illustrates the societal and cultural obstacles that the Igbo Muslims face on a daily basis. Oh yes. He said, look, Igbo Muslims deal with these difficulties on a daily basis. They live in a state of flux as they are frequently rejected by both the Igbo group and the larger Nigerian culture. Oh yes, so he's talking even of Nigerian culture, larger Nigerian culture, so they're rejecting Igbo Muslims. It's not even only the Igbos. Yes, from what he's saying now, the man said, look, it's not only the Igbos. So both the larger Nigerian culture, they are rejecting Igbo Muslims because they don't know whether you are Anuelu or Anuala. Yes, they say they are not also. Yes, so they don't know whether they belong to the Anuelu or Anuala. So that's what Okonkwo is saying. Yes, Esa Okonkwo, that's what he's saying. He said, look, this is a problem to them. Oh yes, he said, quote, Igbo Muslims face marginalization. They are caught between belonging and not belonging. In Nigeria, there seems to be no space for Igbo Muslims. For instance, during admissions, one of my children named Muhammad Isha faced discrimination because of his name. The Igbo community claimed that such a name did not belong to them and denied him admission, suggesting he should seek it from Hausa community. End of quote. Now look at what he's saying. That's this Isa Muhammad, or Isa Okonkwo, I beg your pardon. Isa Okonkwo is saying this, talking about his son, Isa Muhammad. Said they are not admitting him in school. They rejected him during admissions because they don't know where he belongs. Yes. So he said they are caught between belonging and not belonging. So in Nigeria, there seems to be no space for Igbo Muslims. So that is what he's saying. It's in the whole of Nigeria. So this is not only the case of the Igbo. He said Nigeria even rejects them, saying, we don't know where you belong. Well, because we know the Igbos. They are predominantly Christians, and those who are 98% of them are Christians. Others are traditional practicing, the traditional African traditional religion. That's what they're practicing. The other 2%. So, but the larger of them, they are Christians. They don't have Muslims there. Yes, instead of Igbos to have Muslims, they have Jewish, adherents. Yes, they don't have Muslims. Igbos have Jewish adherents more than the Muslims. Their percentage, all right? So, but this man is saying now that in Nigeria as a whole, they are being rejected. Once you're an Igbo man and you are bearing an Islamic name, say Nigerians will even reject you because they don't know what you are doing. They know, say, look, these things you are doing, what does it mean? We don't know where you're coming from. Because we have known these people. They're not like other tribes, that will go and say, we are Islam because of gluttony. Glutton. glutton. They want to get something from the Islam. They want to get glutton. Igbos, they're not glutton people. Yes, they're not glutton. They have their own respect. Okay? Yes, they have their own respect. They're not going hard scavenging. Okay? Yes, Igbos are not scavengers at all. They believe in their God-given capacity, the innate capacity to make things better, turn things around, to feed themselves, to create wealth. Oh, yes. Yes, they are self-reliant. Ndigbo. That's who they are. So, when they go out and they say they are Esa Okonkwo, you are an Igbo man, but you are Muhammad Esa. So, people get confused in the larger society, even in the Nigerian culture. Then they begin to look at you. Where do you belong at all? Are you Igbo man or you are Hausa? But because it's not common, don't see this kind of thing in the Southeast or in Igbo land. Biafras don't behave like that. Okay? You don't see such names. We have not seen an appointment made in the government of Nigeria where you see an Igbo man bearing Hausa name. We have not seen it. Even in the appointment they are doing. We have not seen it. We have not seen an Igbo man who is a governor who is bearing this kind of name. Yes, but you have seen it in other places, other tribes, other regions. You will see it. A Muslim will become a governor, will have appointment. You will see a minister who is a Muslim from a particular region, in the southern side. Of course, you know the southern region, they are predominantly Christians. But you will see is that they will bear, you will see people who are bearing Islamic name, who are governors, who are ministers from those southern region, apart from eastern region. It's only the eastern region from the southern region that you don't see those who are bearing this name in the higher echelon. So you will not blame people in the larger society who will see you when you bear Isa Muhammad or Isa Okonkwo or Muhammad Okonkwo, and they will say, "We don't know you. Who are you? You have confused identity. You are confusing us." Yes. So what is this? What is happening? So that's what they are doing. They are rejecting them. So there's an alarm. Say this is happening. Yes. So they are now bad. We are now bad. We are not of this kind. We are not of the other kind. So we are just there. They rejected us. Okay? Yes, that's the lamentation of Isi Okonkwo. And he said that's the problem they're facing, all of them. Yes. So that is it. Now, it's left for you to understand what you're doing. Since the larger culture, they're rejecting you. Not only the Igbos rejecting you now. So it's better you retrace your steps. Oh, yes. People are seeing you as even a fraudster. They're seeing you as a double-edged person, two-faced. You see? You double standard. They don't know where to get you from. Whether you are from the other side or so. They are scary. They are afraid of you.